Motivation, motivation, motivation. Now, I can't tell you how many days I felt so crummy and I just wanted to just give up on the world. I can tell you that it's not the greatest feeling in the world, and to know that you're one of the strongest people in the world and you have no one to look to to help you out with these things is really tough. But as everyone goes through hard times, you have to just somehow find it in you just to keep going. That's exactly what I did. Now, I'm not saying I've had the worst of it, but a lot of things has happened in the past 2 to 3 days that have changed my life as a whole. Now, I'm not going to really get too involved with it because it's about personal issues, not with myself, but with other people that I talk to on a daily basis, and they had a few problems here and there. But I mean, we fixed it, and so far everything is good. Now, I really didn't have a specific plan for this video and what I was going to talk about, just talk about a few things. So this is like an open range video in a way. Now, pretty much starting off from Friday is, actually starting off from Thursday, we had to take a certification test in Microsoft, which is like PowerPoints and presentations like that on a computer. Just get certified for Microsoft in general, and it helps on like college resumes and different things like that. Plus, since I'm going to be a graphics designer in my future, it also helps with getting a regular job as well. Now, I took it the first day, and you were supposed to make a 700 on it to at least pass, and I made a 639 or 639, which is failing. Now, at the time, it wasn't so much I was mad about it, but it actually felt somewhat good to actually fail at something for the first time in the longest time possible. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I so happy about failing? Wouldn't you want to be perfect at a time? And that's something that everyone has to get used to, and it's like, all my life almost, I'm not gonna say I've been perfect, but it's like I've done a majority of things and been successful the first time on everything. Like going for my license and going for some other things, my permit, all that. Yes, I almost missed a few things, say like on my permit and whatnot like that, and like I practiced a lot before I actually took the driver's test. But it's also, I completed that all in the first time. Now this test, as you guys know, I spend a majority of my day on a computer, so it's like, how can I not pass? But I mean, there's a difference I'm about to get tongue-tied. There's a difference between actually doing something that you actually do on a computer than something that's in a different element. Now, I'm not used to making presentations, but I mean, we went through it for the past 7 to 8 weeks so far, and it's got to a point to where I know a majority of the stuff. And so, I thought I was going to do okay the first day, in which I failed, so I felt kind of scummy actually. Like, I've seen some other people ask me if I passed, and I had to tell them no, and it felt really awkward. So going to the next day, is I was already hyped up, I was ready to take the test yet again, in which we have 3 or 4 tries at it, so I was really happy about that. And so I was really hyped about this. I was going in with full self-esteem, full everything. I knew what I made mistakes on the previous time I actually watched the tutorial that our teacher gave us, and I was just ready for it. And then we got to it, and then it was only like 5 to 6 people that had to retake it again. And so I was finishing up, and all of a sudden I clicked one button that brought up like some other program within PowerPoint itself, and it completely like shut down PowerPoint in the test. Even though I had saved everything, it still shut it down, so I was kind of scared that I wouldn't be able to finish. And so going through it a little bit more, I had to get the teacher to re-sign me in and do all the other stuff you have to do to get back into the test itself. And so I was already finished at that time. I just had to do like one more thing, but I really didn't know how to do it, so I just kind of said forget it, and then I ended up submitting my test. But the thing is, there was like 3 more versions to be recovered off the same test. I didn't know which one to click on, which I should have just asked the teacher, but I just did it anyway. And kind of find out it glitched out and gave me a 0 on it, which we never to this day will know if I ever passed the second part. So I was really feeling bummy Friday, so I was like, well, I guess I have to retake it again. And pretty much our teacher had called like the administration for the test itself, not at our school, but at like the main office for the people that administrate the test. And so they never responded that I know of. So come Monday, I was already mad that we had to take it, but then again I really wasn't mad, because it was like I knew that I was gonna go in and just pass this thing with no effort possible. Which that really didn't make a lot of sense, but it's more of I knew I was gonna pass it no matter what. So I was coming, I wasn't even trying to study, I was just ready to get it over with. So I went in there, did what I had to do. As soon as I hit finish, it brought up the big green pass, and I had the biggest smile on my face. Now, for some people, this might be really awkward. I'm not gonna say awkward, but it'd be really just okay, the way I supposed to be passed. But it's the thing is not so much that you pass, it's just the thing is how I failed, technically speaking, twice, and then the third time was a success. So it's like all that hard work and going through the first one, messing up, and the second time it glitching out. The third one was something to actually be rewarding. So all today I had the biggest smile on my face and I was just happy. Then the rest of my day just followed of the success of what happened in the first part. So, excuse me. So pretty much that was my day, well my weekend or whatever. And I hope you guys can somehow relate to this in a way that just because you fail the first time or the first few times doesn't mean that it's not meant to be. Sometimes you just have to go the extra distance and go through every factor possible with the fullest self-esteem and just know that you're going to pass it eventually. If not now, then sometime. And there's like this one person that has quoted, I don't remember his name, but it's like some motivational speaker person. He said, don't always wait for the perfect time to just go for it. And that's really all you can do. Now, I'm not trying to make a bunch of commentaries of me just telling you guys about how to stay motivated and to keep going and do this. But I mean, I'm somewhat focusing my channel around this stuff as I've made my last video, then another video before the Star Wars about motivation and having a purpose and what you're doing. So, leaving on that note, I hope you guys have a very blessed day, and I hope you guys continue to have success. Again, check the description for this guy. I don't know how good of a streamer he is or whatnot, but I already followed him, so I'm ready to see what he works. So far on his channel, like he streams Destiny and some other things. So if you really are interested into that, I'm really not interested in Destiny, but I will still check it out, and we'll just see what happens from there. So if you guys have anything you would like me to talk about in another commentary and or would like me to check out your channels or whatever, just leave it in the comments. That's what they're there for. Now if you feel like disliking the video, then that's what you do. As always, keep it basic, and that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys later.
Nobody's perfect, but you're perfect for me.